welcome back on my channel. 7 months ago, I have started this YouTube channel with a clear objective in mind, which was to share my experience and my struggles with RA. And today I'm filming a video about food and mistakes I made along the way. What can I say? Squiggly journey. So today's video is about mistakes I made about food choices and the difference between men and women bodies. "2020 started with such promise, but the pandemic destroyed dreams. It's important to recognize the trauma we've all been through and understand that normal as we know, it doesn't exist anymore. We will need to move through a period of rehabilitation. And this period can start anytime you want and feel like it. But in order to correct some habits, I want to draw attention on the mistakes I made along the way and talk about the effects food has on our bodies. Have you ever wondered how do we accumulate fat? Well, I did. And apparently the work is done by the liver, following its own process. Once the liver is at capacity, any additional glycogen is converted to fat and stored away in various parts of the body. Weight gain and weight loss are matters of metabolism, which is the process by which your body converts what you eat and drink into energy. To create changes, then we must gain control over our own metabolism. Aside from this, I want to underline the fact that this fat accumulation creates body shaming amongst us. We do try really hard to look a certain way, and this makes everything harder on us. One thing that I have recently come across too is finding out that women have an infradian rhythm, which is a biological rhythm inside our bodies, aside from the circadian rhythm. Well, many things and facts that we know about food, body, exercise, and so on are public and widely spread out, but few know that those tips work best if you are a man. Most of the studies were conducted on men and women of a certain age. Have you ever noticed that we perceive male eating habits differently than we perceive women eating habits? For men, it's okay to have a little bit of fat here and there, but for women, it's almost unacceptable. Men body function on circadian rhythm, but young women bodies function on infradian rhythm. This rhythm is strongly connected to the menstrual cycle. Apparently, during our first phase of the cycle, we have a slower metabolism, and we must adapt our lifestyle to this change. And for the second phase, metabolism speeds up. And again, we must change some things. This subject is super interesting to me, and because I don't know much about this subject yet, I'm going to refer you to the book that will probably change something in your life. The name of the book is In the Flow, and the author is named Alicia Vitti. Ladies, we are different than men, and we need to pay attention to our needs as opposed to beating ourselves up. We are different, and we must stop this body shaming and rather pay attention to our bodies. Remember, happiness affects positively our immune system. Now, because I don't want to make this video too long, I'm going to list some of my most common mistakes I made throughout my 20s regarding food. First mistake on my list was drastic changes. This is a big mistake for everything you want to do, not only food. Whether you want to lose weight, quit smoking, or anything else you wish to accomplish, drastic changes shouldn't be part of the process. Second mistake, overeating during your eating window when fasting. You are killing the progress you have made by overeating, so don't do that. The next mistake on my list is counting calories. Do not count the calories. It's even simpler than that. Make sure you eat heavy meals after you had days when you ate light meals. Understanding the type and levels of macronutrients that work for you will help you plan the right food choices. Next on my list, do not eat sugar together with fat. because the result is predictable. You accumulate fat and you put on weight. So cut down on saturated fat and sugar. I'm still working on this because I really have a sweet tooth all the time. Fifth mistake, do not start fasting on Monday. Mondays are rough. Don't make them rougher by adding something new into the mix. Now, sixth mistake on my list, do not eat on the go. Take time to enjoy food. Follow the example set by French people. The quality of the food is very important, as well as the ambience. What's the next one? 7. Do not eat in between meals. I know some people believe that snacks saved lives, but trust me, that's not the truth. Reset emotion so you can stop eating. 8. Number 8. Do not follow the trendy diets. Do you really believe it will work? I strongly believe they will not. They will create more damage. The next one is number 9 on my list. Eat less salt, no more than 6 grams per day. Eating too much salt can rise your blood pressure, but at the same time, salt will stop a sugar craving, so use it wisely. And finally, number 10. Stop eating when you can feel fullness. If you're an emotional eater, ready to snack any minute, then brush your teeth as a signal it's time to stop eating, especially in the evening. Believe me, I know the feeling, but you have to do something about this. So these are the 10 mistakes I made the most. Honestly speaking, I still struggle with some of them, but I'm working on it. I'm curious, what mistakes have you made? If you have some interesting stories, please let us know in the comments. Let's learn together from each other's mistakes. If this video brought some value to you, please share it, especially to your girlfriends, as the first part of it is so informative. I hope you enjoyed watching me talking about my mistakes. And until next time, look after your body. Bye, darlings.